not sure where I left off, but it's like a week or two later. It rained like for a week, so I couldn't do anything. We got the stuff out of the old transfer case that we needed, which is this piece right here. This is a rebuilt transfer case, so it's one of ours from a Jeep, from a Cherokee that we parted out, and we gave it to our training guy to rebuild. The reason why I'm using air quotes is because lately everything we've sent to our training guy has been messed up, to say the least. So I don't know what rebuilding actually entailed, but we got to crack this apart, and we got to get this gear, this input shaft out, the new the old new input shaft back in it. So we're going to try to do that. All right, so I guess the first step is going to be, we got to get this guy off here, and we're going to take the linkage off as well. Our linkage was all mangled, so it's a good thing this one has still the linkage plate on it. Oh, it's loose. Of course it's loose. Why would it be tight? Rebuilt. The 1.1 seems to fit the best. Yeah, 1.1 seems to fit the best, so I'll leave that over there. Take this rag, my parts. So we take that there. Let's see if this thing will wiggle out. Not wiggling. Nope. Yeah, it did. So I took that nut off for this guy here, and I'm just referencing so that I know on video that it goes on this way, not this way. So it goes like that. All right, it's probably going to be a mix of metric and standard. I guess I'll get this messy end off now. I think these were they 11s? I remember on the old one. No. 10s? 10s. They do have some Loctite on them. And then my wobble extension kind of kills some of the torque. Oh, look at that, there's oil in it. Why would there be oil in it? Oh, I'm gonna make a mess. Prop this guy up a little bit, and I'll go get some kind of pan to plop this in. Of course, it's going to be full of oil. Rebuilt. Okay, I was talking to the camera, but the camera wasn't on. Getting this guy off, there is a pry location where you can get a flat blade in there and pry it off. Okay, now that that's off, there is some silicone that is going to need to get cleaned up, you know, before we silicone the new one on. Not too worried about that just yet. Take my mess of rebuilt tranny fluid. Looks to me like dirty engine oil, but what do I know? I'm not a transmission guy. Or a transfer case guy for that matter. All right, so now it's splitting this case in half. So here's the tough one. I think it's a 12 point. The last one that we took apart, if you remember on that one, I hammered a socket on and I can't get the socket off. So I think we're going to get this one off and then put my old one in and hopefully be able to knock the socket off. My old one looked a little smaller. Here's 12, 10, 12 point on the 10 looks pretty good. Let's see how. Oh. Turning. Let's see if I can find a 12 point 10 millimeter socket. And I was able to find one. Nice. All right. I don't know why they use that. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Don't know what it is. All right, now the rest of these case bolts. Let's see if they're metric, if they're standard. 14 don't fit. 15 fits nice. So we're gonna go 15. Let's try to get this guy out in this. Like, how did he put this back on bent the way it is? There's no way, there's just no way he put this thing bent. He never split this case apart. How would you even get that on there? How would you even get that on there? Look, I still can't get the socket on it. Like, give me a break. Give me a break. Now there are also pry spots on this as well. Here's one right here. There we go. All right, there should be one somewhere on this side as well. Right there. Okay. We are separated. Which means I would like to make some room here. Because what's going to happen is this is going to have to come out and we're going to have to lay it down over there. So let me get another block of wood so we can hopefully lay it down without it falling apart. There's a dowel there and there's a dowel on this side next to the pry points, and that's what looks like it gets it hung up on. And the chain's nice and tight. I don't know how you'd be able to tell if it was rebuilt or not. This is the filter. This popped off as I was taking it out. Definitely goes in this side here, so it goes on that end. All right. Here's the magnet. Again, does that look rebuilt to you? I just don't know what to say. Holy cow. Here's the rebuilt magnet. I should just take it out because that's got to get cleaned. All right, so that end is out. Let me go in pieces. So this comes out like that. And this wiggles out like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean all the silicone off of this, which looks pretty good, so I'm not too worried. That side actually looks pretty good also. All right, now I'm still filled with oil, so I should be able to grab my oil jug, and nothing should fall out of this. I'm going to leave it like that for a couple seconds. All right, so we got the rest of the oil dripping out into this rag. Now, we got the tool that I made, well, that I bent, and let's see if we can get this snap ring off. Come on, baby. All right. Gave the jaws just a little more bend. A little more bend. Okay, a little more bend. Let's see what happens. All right, I bent the jaws a little more. I don't know if I'm just weakening the pliers or not, but ooh, that's close now. Okay, a little more. Oh, come on. It's close. Okay, I think I'm in good shape now. All right, now I think I can grab it and walk it up. Maybe not, maybe just walk it up. Got it. Okay, now this needs to fall through. The bearings stay. So what's holding it on this side is going to be a big snap ring. Let me get you in there. So it's this big snap ring here. That it's got a little groove in it. You can grab it with a screwdriver. So twist, and I stick one in there like that. You go under it, and you can sort of walk it out. There it goes. So once you get it started, It'll walk out. You can do the other side even. And that's that snap ring. Now, I believe my gear should fall completely out. No. That was all I took off on the other one. Let me flip it over and see. It was this snap ring here, but I don't recall needing that snap ring because that snap ring holds this bearing. Oh, that's all you need to do. Okay. Alright, so now I got the empty inside of this case, which I can clean all the dirty motor oil out. And now I have the planetary gear set here, which is held in by another one of these snap rings. So, see right here. Am I still on camera? Yep. Alright, so this one here. Pry it out with a screwdriver. My hands are slippery. And get a little pick under it. Trying to do it so you guys could see it. But with slippery hands. I'm sure there's a tool for this or an easier way. Alright, there's that snap ring. Now there's a plate here. I pull it out like that. There's the plate and a spacer. That goes down like that. I'm going to go grab my other gear. I'm going to use the spacers that were in here. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. But, or should I use the ones that were in the old one? That goes like that. That's this one, full of dirty motor oil. Alright, so I guess I could have put the whole planetary as an assembly. Oh, but these are kind of worn into the ring gear that's in there, so I guess that's not a good idea. Alright, I'll put that to the side. That's clean now. These are going to go back in, so let me clean these off. That's the bottom one. These, I don't want to spray these. I don't know what these are made out of. I'm not going to spray them with brake cleaner. I'll just wipe them down. So that's the direction, orientation of those. And this is the gear that we do not need. Alright, so here's our other one. Yeah, they look the same. Yeah, it looks the same. Yeah, they look the same. Okay, so I could compare these. Alright, so we got a different distance even. Not just the spline, but the distance. So this is going away with this one. And this one. Clean off. Now, there are needle bearings in there. I'm not too worried about the brake clean in there. All that will evaporate. Alright, so we'll take this planetary gear set, put it down. we have a spacer that goes in, and I believe it will only, there's these locking grooves, and that's where they go into, and it sits right down on the bottom like that, right? Then this guy should mesh in, and it does, nice. And now this will go in there, and this one goes in here. Fit nice. There we go. Now we got our snap ring, or whatever you call it, kind of ring. That is really easy to get in, and it's in. Nice. Okay, so this is done. That's what we needed. So now we're up to this case.